What's going on with all my money motivated stars? Feeling good today, you know what I mean? But I just want to ask y'all a question. Who is y'all voting for? You know what I mean? Y'all already know my answer. Yeah, I know I do no voting. I participate in the matrix, but not when it comes to that. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of people think stuff like that is ignorant, you know, not voting, not saying every vote count, you know what I mean? It's just I'm living in a different reality where the people vote don't count. You know what I mean? It's a circus. It's always a circus going on around election time. You know, you're gonna have the entertainers coming out, but they're gonna have the entertainers coming out trying to favor a certain candidate, and there's a lot of people. The election is so messy. Like the election time is so messy. Like you got candidates, you know what I'm saying, running against each other, and they spilling all the business about what they did in the past, and got Kamala Harris saying, well, you did this in the past. You said people of this race was not supposed to do this. They need to go back where they came from. You know, a lot of messy stuff going on. It's no different than the so-called, well, it's a little different than the drill rapper because they actually killing each other. But they tried to assassinate, you know what I'm saying, Trump so-called, but all they go back dissing each other. They're just not doing it over the beat. You know what I mean? Like, America is really built on messy, you know what I'm saying? Calling people out for what they done did. You know, even when it comes down to a lot of stuff they put back in, what was that show? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, when Uncle Phil was running. I don't know if he was running for mayor, a judge. You know, they had an episode where his opponent was running against him. I think it was George Jefferson, and he was, you know what I'm saying, spilling. Well, he was making up lies about him. You know what I mean? It's all a competition. It's all get people riled up. You know, everybody's in on the joke, but the mass of people who's watching the joke being told, watching the screenplay unfold. You know what I mean? People just gotta be more intelligent in it. And if you do decide to vote, you know what I mean, make sure you do research on the person you voting for. You know, even the rapper Sway Lee said that. I think he came out and said, don't vote for Kamala Harris. Just do your research. You know what I mean? Check her out. You know, which there should be anything. You know, any restaurant or any person you dealing with, you know what I'm saying, get the Carfax in this month. You know what I'm saying? Just do the research on people, you know what I mean, before you start voting, because we already know what happened last election. A lot of black people, a lot of my people voted for Joe Biden, and as soon as he got in office, they wanted anybody but Trump, you know what I mean? But and Trump wasn't even that bad when he was in office, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not gonna vote because participating in voting is like saying, I want to be ran by this man. I want this man to tell me what to do. You know, I want him to make the laws that govern me. You know, we don't need a government. A lot of people are so dependent on the government. Me saying this is going to offend some people. You know, we do need a government. We do need structure. Yeah, we need structure, but you don't need a government to have that structure. You know what I mean? Or we can create our own governments in each, you know, state or whatever. You know, because it's people, you can see it on TikTok, you can see it on Instagram. It's a lot of people that's living off grid, that's not getting governed at all. You know, so if this family can go into the woods or go buy their own land and survive off solar energy, grow their own food, have a water source, you don't think the rest of America can do that? You know what I'm saying? Together, you know? It's a lot of people really going off grid because they seeing this is a circus. You know, you think the people off grid is paying attention to what's going on in America, paying attention to the voting and all that? No, because they know it's all a scam. You're getting scammed. None of these presidents ever help with inflation. You know what I mean? A lot of gas prices still, it don't matter what president we had, all the gas prices still be going up. It fluctuates, but it stays up for a long period of time. And when it finally go down, it only stays down for like a couple months. They raise the property, you know what I'm saying, values, or they raising everything up. But yet we still continue to vote. Yet police are still killing innocent people. You know, nothing really changes, really, for real. And we already know for this to be effective, all the presidents that's ever been president are related. That's the biggest red flag right there. All of them are cousins. Barack Obama too, you know. It's like, why would I take my time out to really go vote? You know what I'm saying? And I know what's going on in this world. I don't even think Kamala Harris is a human. Like, her throat, is just something about her just saying like she's an alien or something. Like, she remind me of that roach off Men in Black. When he finally had he got out his meat suit and that junk became big. Like, yeah, I ain't really trying to talk about her, but you gotta know what's going on. If you know, you know. You gotta know what's going on in this world and who we dealing with when it comes to the politicians and all that. Like, it may sound far-fetched and crazy, but I really don't feel like she's a human. There's a lot of them that I don't feel like a human, but her for a fact, I ain't buying it. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like she's just gonna do this shit one day and we just gonna see who she really is. But a lot of people gonna vote strictly off color, like they did with Barack Obama. You know what I mean? Color really means nothing, because what actually changed when Barack Obama got into office? You know, like I said, I don't really get into politics. I ain't even try to do no research on these folks, because it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like I said, nothing ever changes. It's never a president where we say, okay, he got in office, he changed a lot. Everybody had, you know what I'm saying, this, like I said, the closest thing to that was Trump. You know what I mean? Like, we got stimulus checks and all that. You know, he broke bread. He said, he broke me off real quick. You know what I mean? But that's the best that didn't happen since we had a president, you know. So if I was in the matrix and I didn't know what was going on behind this, and I knew, if I didn't know the politician, Democrat, Republican, if I didn't feel like all that was the same, you know, I would, you know what I'm saying, vote for certain people. But it's just like, no, it's just like seeing the McDonald's and the Burger King. You know, a lot of these people who started McDonald's, a lot of these people are in cahoots. They just playing a game, a friendly competition. It's like going play a game of basketball. You might play a game of 21 against your cousin. Y'all having a friendly competition. You know what I mean? It's made the best man win. They're not taking it as serious as that the onlookers feel like they taking it serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people watching it and they thinking it's serious, but these people are shaking hands behind closed doors and they like made the best man win, and they're going out and putting the show on. You know what I mean? This no different from a basketball team, football team. It's not that serious. Nobody's gonna die behind, you know, this team beating the other team. The only people that may die is the people that's looking, you know what I'm saying, so-called using it like as a spectator sport. You know, it's like when you see the football teams and they team lose, the people in the crowd, them the ones that be fighting. I know y'all done seen a lot of them videos where football teams lose and the opposing team, their fans fight the other team fans. The people are being affected more than anything. The people who running this stuff, they're not being affected like that, because they're the one pulling the strings and they're making the puppets dance. You know what I mean? And you are a puppet if you believe everything that's going on in this matrix. If you believe that this is really, if they're trying to elect somebody for the greater good of the people, because like I said, when anybody get elected, people are still complaining no matter what president is in office. So if somebody was there for the greater good of the people, we would have had at least one president that say, okay, I mean, one president that the people would be so happy with and choose again. But like, okay, he did a lot. He did this. He did this. You know what I'm saying? Now that Joe Biden has gotten in office and he didn't do as much as Trump, now people are going to Trump. Like I said, you're only choosing the lesser evil. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of people on Trump's side now, because they wasn't on Trump's side at first, but he did more than the person who's in office now. So the person is in office now, they don't want to vote for him no more, because a lot of black people, we got these checks and we got this and that, you know what I'm saying, going on. So now it's falling back in black people's head, or some people's head. They're choosing Trump as a default. You know what I mean? Like, okay, we didn't want him in office, but he did way better than this candidate that we chose this time. You know what I'm saying? That's all they make it. That's all it appears to be. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna choose this person. This is like getting into a relationship and you get with a person that's doing this for you. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, women, if like you get with a dude, he washing your car every week, he paying the bills, he massaging you, he doing everything you want to do. Then you get with some other dude, y'all break up, you get with some other dude, and he don't even want to take the trash out, he don't want to do this. you're gonna want to go back to your ex because the new person you thought that was gonna do this, you know what I'm saying, do this and more than your ex ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. You choosing the better candidate. You know what I mean? Even though it's people out there that's way greater than, you know what I'm saying, what's going on, but these people are elected, and like I said, even they tell you like your vote really is not important, because when they say the popular vote is just like for the people, us voting, you know what I mean? And a president cannot be elected really by a popular vote. So when they say that, if you can't be elected by a popular vote, they mean the people vote don't matter, because the popularity is coming from us. Like, we voted so much on Trump, or we voted so much on this candidate that we gave them the popular vote, so he should be able to win. But you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? They still choose, you know what I'm saying, who they want to be. And like I said, they choose these people years before they even present them to us. So when it comes down to it, man, I don't get into all that. But I just want to know who y'all voting for. If y'all, I ain't judging nobody who vote, but if you vote, put in your comment section who you voting for. You know what I mean? Like I said, I just don't participate in stuff like this. It never even set right for me to really go vote, because like I said, it's a lot of people out here that's managing, surviving, growing their own herbs, and it's just them and their family, their kids and their wife, and they surviving. So you mean to tell me one family can survive off grid compared to billions of people who can work together, you know what I'm saying, build community gardens, you know what I mean? Because it's community gardens in Memphis. I'm pretty sure it's community gardens everywhere across the U.S., you know what I mean? So life really sustains itself. You know, when we came here, it was fruit trees, it was, you know what I'm saying, grapevines already here. Like, life really is that simple. You know, we shouldn't have to work hard. Like, job, it is, like I said, man, this system is ran off slavery and unhealthiness. So if we was to govern ourselves, people would think it would be hard, but it would be very, very easy, because we wouldn't have to go to work. If we worked, it would just be building more infrastructure, building more hospitals with our own products, you know what I mean? We'll be building more, just, I wouldn't say hospital, like healing centers. I like calling them healing centers. Hospitals, it just throws me off because that's a matrix name, but it'll be more healing centers, and we'll be just basically building better, you know what I mean, properties, bigger spaces for people to live in. It will be just that simple. And yes, we would have to have a structure where, because it's still some sick people in this world, we would have to have a structure where now we don't have police, but we have people just guarding the area, you know what I mean? Because like I said, we live in the world duality, you know what I'm saying? Positive and negative just gonna exist. So we can have people just protecting whatever we build. That's just a part of nature. That's what's gonna happen. You know, even in the animal kingdom, you got those virtuous animals who they mind their business, they eat grass, but then you got the carnivores who come in to take their life and feed off them. You know what I mean? We have that when it comes to the humans. These people are feeding off your energy. When, you know what I'm saying, you gotta vote, you gotta go do this, you gotta go work, you gotta work these long hours. It's taking too much of your energy. If we had our own governments, our own system that we was running, we would live longer, we would have less stress, because we ain't worried about no bills. We would be maintaining off solar energy, we would be maintaining off the crops that we grow, you know what I mean? We would just be maintaining like how everything is supposed to be. Simple, natural, nature. You know what I'm saying? I did a whole rant in this video. I ain't planning on making this video long, but yeah, this is how it's supposed to be, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. But man, y'all be blessed and walking in smoke.